Imagine arriving at an airport, presenting your passport from a country that doesn't exist on any map. Intriguing, isn't it? This is the mysterious case of the Taured Man. Welcome to a reality where the lines between what's plausible and impossible blur. Our tale begins in 1960 at an airport in Japan. A man who will come to be known as the Taured Man steps forward to present his passport. The passport seems ordinary at first glance until the immigration officer notices something peculiar. The country of origin stated is Taured, a place that doesn't exist on any known map. The Taured Man stands tall, entirely oblivious to the bemusement and confusion his passport has caused. He speaks with the confidence of a seasoned traveller, unfazed by the bewildering situation. Yet the questions begin to pile up. Is this a case of a simple clerical error or a counterfeit document? Or is there something more to this man and his passport from an unheard-of country? The intrigue deepens as the man insists on the legitimacy of his passport and his country. He is not a man without a past or identity, he claims. He has a life, a home, a country named Taured. But where is this Taured? How is it possible that a country exists that no one has ever heard of? This is no ordinary case of mistaken identity or document fraud. This is a mystery that challenges our understanding of reality. This is a man who seemingly belongs to a country that belongs to no known world map. A man who defies the norms of what we understand as reality. A man whose existence poses questions that have no easy answers. So who was this man and where did he come from? Let's dive into the labyrinth of the Taured Man mystery. It all began at Haneda Airport in Tokyo, Japan. A seemingly ordinary day turned extraordinary with the arrival of a unique passenger. This was no ordinary traveller. He was a man of confidence, exuding an air of assurance that drew attention. He moved with the ease of someone who had journeyed far and wide, as if the world was his playground. But it was his passport that set him apart. It wasn't merely the physical document, which was of high quality, resembling the standard passports of most countries. It was the information it contained. His passport bore the stamp of a country that did not exist, a country named Taured. His passport was littered with visa stamps, suggesting he had been globe-trotting for years, but the immigration officers were perplexed. They had never heard of this enigmatic country. In the face of their confusion, the man remained unperturbed. He was clear, firm, and articulate. He insisted that Taured was a country located between France and Spain, even though no such country exists on any map. The man from Taured spoke multiple languages, including Japanese, which he wielded with ease and fluency, further adding to the mystery. The immigration officers were baffled. How could a man be so certain of a place that simply didn't exist? How could he possess a passport from a country that was nowhere to be found on any geographical or political map? But his confidence was unwavering, his belief in Taured unshaken. As the hours ticked by, the perplexity and intrigue only deepened. The airport staff cross-checked maps, consulted with higher authorities, but their efforts yielded nothing. The man from Taured, with his confident aura and mysterious passport, was an enigma they couldn't solve. But that was just the beginning. The tale of the Taured Man was about to take an even more bizarre turn. As authorities began to investigate, they found themselves in a maze of inconsistencies and impossibilities. They were dealing with a man who claimed to hail from a country named Taured, a place that existed nowhere on any map. Yet, the evidence in his hands, a passport seemingly genuine stamped by many countries, including Japan, was a puzzling contradiction. The man was adamant, insisting that Taured was a well-established country, located between France and Spain for more than 1,000 years. But every record, every map, every database showed no trace of such a place. The authorities were baffled, but the investigation had to continue. They decided to detain the man, for his claims were too extraordinary, and his documents too dubious. They delved into his background, trying to uncover any information that could shed light on his true identity and the existence of Taured. The man's story got even more intriguing when they searched for the hotel he claimed to have a reservation at. The hotel had no record of such a booking. The company he claimed to be having a meeting with had no knowledge of him or of any scheduled meetings. The investigators were now facing a wall of unanswered questions. They had a man with a passport from a non-existent country who claimed to be staying at a hotel that had no record of him and was supposed to meet a company that didn't know him. The evidence was inconsistent, the claims impossible, and the truth elusive. They dug deeper into his passport, scrutinizing every stamp, every mark. The stamps were from countries the man had visited, countries that acknowledged the legitimacy of his passport. But how could countries acknowledge a passport from a nation that did not exist? The mystery was spiraling, twisting into a conundrum that seemed to defy logic and reality. The pieces of the puzzle were not fitting together. The mystery was deepening. Just when it seemed the mystery could not get any more baffling, the Taured Man did the unthinkable. In a twist befitting a cinema thriller, the man who had been securely held in a guarded room vanished into thin air. One moment he was there, and the next he was not. The room, which had been under constant surveillance, was suddenly inexplicably empty. No signs of escape, no trace of the man who had claimed to hail from the non-existent country of Taured. The authorities were left stunned, scratching their heads in disbelief. How could a man, monitored round the clock, just disappear? The room bore no signs of a struggle, no evidence of a daring escape. The windows were intact, the door locked from the outside. It was as if he had simply evaporated, leaving behind not so much as a whisper of his existence. The shock and confusion that followed was palpable. It sent ripples through the ranks of the Japanese officials, shaking their confidence and leaving them grappling for answers. The man's sudden disappearance added yet another layer of intrigue to an already perplexing case. It was a puzzle that seemed to defy logic, a riddle that refused to be solved. And what of the man himself? Where had he gone? Had he returned to his alleged home country of Taured, a place that existed nowhere but in his own declarations? Or had he somehow slipped through the cracks of reality, returning to a parallel universe from whence he came? The speculation was rampant, the theories wild and varied. But in the end, all they had were theories. The Taured Man, with his unfamiliar accent and impossible story, had vanished as mysteriously as he had appeared. He left behind a baffled set of officials, a bewildered public, and a mystery that would continue to baffle and bewilder for generations to come. And just like that, the man from Taured had vanished, leaving behind a trail of unanswered questions. Over 6 decades have passed since the Taured Man appeared and disappeared, but the enigma remains. This man, known as John Allen Kuchar Zygris, or as we've come to know him, the Taured Man, entered Japan in the winter of 1959, only to be detained 3 months later on accusations of identity fraud. He claimed to be a pilot, a spy, a man of many faces, but above all, a citizen of the non-existent country of Taured. Over the years, the story of the Taured Man has taken many forms, each more perplexing than the last. Some versions suggest he was an intelligence agent for Colonel Nasser, a naturalized Ethiopian with a passport from a country that doesn't exist. Others propose the idea of parallel dimensions, with the Taured Man being an unfortunate traveler lost in our world. This tale, as bewildering as it is, has not only sparked countless debates among conspiracy theorists and mystery enthusiasts, but also found its place in popular culture. It's been embellished, altered and retold in books, articles and urban legends, each retelling adding another layer of intrigue to the already enigmatic tale. Theories have surfaced only to be buried under the weight of skepticism. Was he a skilled con man, weaving an intricate web of lies? Or was he a man out of time, a citizen of a country yet to exist in our timeline? The more we delve into this mystery, the more questions arise, each more confounding than the last. Despite exhaustive investigations and numerous inquiries, the truth behind the Taured Man remains shrouded in mystery. His story, as perplexing as it may be, serves as a stark reminder that there are mysteries in this world that defy explanation, puzzles that resist our attempts at solving them. The Taured Man, a ghost of a forgotten time or a visitor from another dimension, we may never know. But one thing is certain. His story continues to captivate us, reminding us that the world is full of mysteries waiting to be unraveled. As we continue to probe the depths of this perplexing tale, we invite you to join us in our quest to uncover the unknown. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, Tales of the Unexpected, where we delve into the heart of the world's most captivating mysteries, exploring tales that defy explanation and unraveling puzzles that resist our attempts at solving them. Don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoyed this journey into the enigmatic tale of the Taured Man. Share this video with fellow seekers of the truth, and let's keep the conversation going. Who knows, your insights might be the key to unlocking this or other mysteries. As we continue to navigate through the fog of uncertainty, remember that every tale is a piece of the puzzle, a step closer to unveiling the truth. So stay tuned, for the next episode promises to be even more intriguing. Together, let's explore the unexpected, unmask the unknown, and delve into the depths of the unexplained. The world is full of mysteries, and we're just getting started.